Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. So I'm going to show you how to deploy the business network on the REST server for the project chapter number 6 and 7. Alright, now I'm going to open a terminal. Just 1 minute. cd fabric dev server. I have to write it from the beginning because I never run this before. This is the first time. So I'm going to the folder fabric dev server just to recharge my laptop. So I'm going to see which script we are going to run now. Here are the files, listed files. But first we are going to tear down. Tear down fabric.sh to remove all the previous files. So, and then after that we are going to create we are going to start the fabric. Oh, 1 minute. /start fabric.sh, and now we are going to create peer admin card. I forgot to put the dot slash again. Dot slash create peer card.sh. Now it's running the code, so it will create the admin card. Now it is succeeded. And the business network card, the old one, is deleted. Yeah, the command has been succeeded. Composer card list cards. So here are my card names, the username, and business network. So what I'm going to do next, to write the command card list. Yeah, it is the same as this one, which was already existed in our business network card. It was available before. And now we are going to create now we are going to open the Google Chrome. To delete the caches. So all the projects that we have done before, it's going to be deleted inside the Google Chrome. This is new actually, but as a procedure I'm going to do that because I don't have anything on my history. Is it? Oh, yeah, it was available. Maybe it's recovered. So I'm going to clear all time, create data, clear data. Alright, now it is done. So going to the terminal again to start the Composer Playground. To start the browser again. We're going to wait until the Google Chrome is going to open again. Oh, it's open now. Okay, the previous one I have to delete one. The last project which I have done already. Just 1 minute. Except the peer admin. So let's delete this one. Let's delete this one again. I'm going to create the new one. We will call it as car I think I came in the long location my wallet, and I should go to the here, this one. So I'm going to use the same thing as it was before, already existed in the e-learning. So the car business network, it is now sample. Okay. Yes. Let me see if I have done it. Business network, and because I forgot to do this one, to create my own, I'm going to use the previous one which we have done in the class. Using MacBook, so the commands and the copy pastes are different. They are following the different kinds of keywords stuff. So yeah, now I have done this one. So let's check everything is good. Car business network admin at car business network, and yeah, let's deploy it. Oh, I should have made it empty business. Oh, let's do it again. I did something wrong, so let me delete the previous one. I hope I can. No, not this one. Mm, and I hope it's not going to make any problem for me, since core business network and admin at copy paste. I should have made the empty business network, so I already have the file. I'm going to connect now. The file is here, the home. Okay, I have all the files here. Alright, so now I'm going to add a file. So I will add all the files which which I'm supposed to upload here through this part. Before I made it, yeah, I had the sample network card, so I'm going to upload the model CTO, add. So yeah, everything seems good. I'm going to delete this one if I can. Yeah. Instead, I have the model file here. I'm going to deploy the changes. The access control also. I believe I can add the access control if I can. Permission CTO. Oh no, there's something wrong. But now I'm going to, let's say, copy and paste the access control also. I'm sorry, I just found the file here. I had some trouble, so now I'm going to copy this one, and we already have these two, so I didn't copy these two rules from the previous code. Okay, now I'm going to paste that one, deploy again. So it seems that it's deployed without any problem, and I believe there is a script file also, so I can bring it from here, I believe, the sample network card. Oh, okay, I will make the new one. Press add, just script text I have here. I'm going to yes, copy and paste here. Oh, it seems there is a problem here. and deploy it. And we need the query file. I hope it can accept the query. Yeah. Okay. The query also has been accepted. Okay, so once everything is looks good here, the codes in the model file, script file, and access control and query file, what we're going to do is that we are going to the file of the Fabric dev server again and open a terminal file to create a business network skeletons by the Yeoman. There is a command, so I'm going to write it here. Or is it with a capital Y? Just 1 minute. Yeah. Yo hyper ledger composer with an argument which is going to be the business network skeleton. To create the business network skeleton, we're going to write this argument: business network. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So it's going to make the subfolders. So we're going to execute this. Oh, there is a problem with my code. Let me fix it. And after I fix this one, oh, yeah, now I can see. Just 1 minute, because I did something hyper. It's not even. Yeah, instead of writing Y, O, I wrote U. So let me. Oh, let's execute immediately. So just removing the U. Yeah, now we see what is going to happen. The multiple questions are going to be asked. Still waiting. Okay. So the first question, it is asking my business network name. So it was car, I believe, car business network, just the same thing that we created already. Business network, just checking again. Okay. The trade network, I'm going to be using the same thing, just adding my name maybe at the beginning. Hamid car business car, yeah, business network as an example. Just enter, and the author of this, I will write my name. It was our lecturer Muhammad Al-Ajmi, but I will write my name just as an example. Yeah, so asking the email, example Hamid at gmail.com, just again as an example. So oh I did some mistake, I believe. So I should have used the same thing as Apache 2.0, and it asked me the namespace. Um, I'm going to use the same thing that I was using before. Car business network. So yeah. Oh, car. Okay. The namespace which I was made in that file, it was dot between the car business network. So yeah, of course there is a problem here. Car dot business dot network. Yeah. And the question is that, do you want to generate an empty template network? Use the arrow key, either yes or no. Well, I'm going to use as the no. I don't want the generator populated sample network. Yeah. So we'll replace it later. And now we will see what is happening now. We are going to the folder, the skeleton. So you can see the permission file which was created, the ACL, and the model file, which is here again. So in library also it is available, so we're just checking again. The logic is available, JavaScript file. So now we are going to create a query file. Just making empty document. Rename it query dot QRY. Yeah, they're just checking if it is correct or not. Now we go to the mod. We are going to the model file. We are going to open it, and here is the sample code. We are going to remove and delete this one. Now we go to model file. There is no box here, so we are going to copy this file. So now we are going to the file which we made it empty. Now we save it, and we'll close it. Car business network.cto. Yeah. So now the next step is that we are going to the logic file in library. Okay, there is again some sample codes here. So Control A, delete, and now we are going to copy it from the access sorry, the script file, yeah, and paste it there. Okay, copy, in the script file, the in a logic JS. Yeah, now we can save it. It is already saved. So now we can close, and we have to modify another file. So yeah, the permissions, we have some permission file here also. So we have to go for, first let me delete it. We'll go to access control, to oh, copy all, and to paste the file in here and save. And I believe there is another file that we have to uh, fill it, also the query. Just we have the query here also. Okay, but I think, yeah, we have to copy all the queries, yeah, and then we paste it here. I'm not sure if I save this file. I can save it, queries, also save. Then now we can close them. So we can also export, but I prefer to do it through the terminal. So it's already done. We answer all the questions, everything, just like the model, the logic, and the permissions. So all is done. Then we are going to the next step to create the business network. Alright, so now we are going to inside the folder of the business network card, the car business network, car business network, and we are going to see the folders and files. We have the package, permissions, queries, and read test. So we are going to make one extra file, car business composer archive or archive, create -t dir -n and a space dot. I hope that I can create the file now. Okay, it's successfully done. It means that I'm going to use the composer to create a business network archive in this folder directory. Let's check here. Just 1 minute. It's core business network. If I can find it from here. Just 1 minute. So as you can see, the extra file, the core business network has been created here, and it was done successfully. Yeah, core business network at 001.bna, which has been created already. And the next step, we're going to deploy the business network by the terminal. We need to install the business network inside the core business network, and yeah, we are going to use this command composer network install, and the parameter of card peer, the peer admin card, which we have done in the beginning. Here at a Hyperledger Fabric file, Hyperledger Fabric version 1 dash dash the archive file name, which is our archive and file, archive file. The name of the archive file, core business network at sorry 0.0.1.bna, which is the same as here. I hope that without any problem I can install it. This may take a few minutes. Yeah, so the command succeeded now. So the next step that we are going to do after deploying is to start the network. Dot slash so, no, I have to use the composer. Yeah, composer network sorry, I'm looking for the command. So yeah, composer network start. So I have to specifically say which network I have to start. Network and uppercase name and the network name is car dot dash business dash network. And yeah, the name has been already created before also. So what we need to specify the network version also in this line, network version. Version 0.0.1, and to specify the network admin, the default admin, and network enrollment also, network admin enroll sec, I believe it's with a capital, secret admin password. So let's specify the card also, dash dash card, sorry, peer admin @ Hyperledger Fabric version 1, and the file name which we have generated in the script file, network admin card. So if this command, I hope it's correct, so we'll see what is going to happen now. Yeah, hopefully it is running well. So we wait for it for a few seconds, maybe, or a few minutes. The next step is going to be import the network admin card, but now we are waiting just until the code is going to finish the running. Maybe I can pause the video and then. Alright, so we are going to write the command to import the card. It will be composer card import dash dash file network admin card. Let's see if it's importing or not. Oh, the command was there was a problem with the command. Composer card import dash dash file network admin.card. I believe there is nothing wrong with that. Let me pause the video then. So yeah, now I checked. It was my bad, my problem. Instead of dot, instead of dash, I put dot. And the next step, um, I'm just checking the next step. So we are going to check the command with the composer REST server. Again, we are going to ask so many questions. And these questions for the yeah, these questions are actually for the REST server creations. Yeah, the first question here is asked here. What is the enter the name of the business network card to use? So we already have the name. It's going to be admin car. At the very first step, we have already made this business network. Enter. The next question, specify if you want the namespace in the generated REST API. So there are some options. Always we have to use a name, use namespace, never use the namespace, or use it when a type exists. I think it's better to use the always. Specify if you want to use an API key to secure that the REST API. So we're gonna use no. We just use the default setting, no. So the next question is specify if you want to enable authentication for the REST API using the password. Again, no. And so the default, we are going to use the default again for the specify if you want to enable the Explorer test interface. Yeah. And yeah, specify if you want to enable the dynamic login. We place enter. So it says specify if you want to enable event publication over WebSockets. We are going to use the default yes again. Specify if you want to enable TLS security for the REST API. Again, the default server system. So the REST server is started now. Discovering type from business network definitions. So here are the access for the web servers. There is one localhost 3000, localhost 3000 Explorer. So I'll go to the Google localhost. I think it was 3000, right? Yeah. Now we are going to look for the business network owner, I believe. So owner as a participant, yeah, here is a participant. The rest are the transactions. The owner is the participant, so I'm going to use the owner participant. So let's see. Over here we have the get, post, head, put, and delete, and these are all based on ID, like the get. And let's click on the get. We have some records here, just like before we have modified this. And here there's a button try out. And as you check here, there is no record here because I have not modified the datas. So I'm going to the post, the owner of post. So there is the same thing also here, and I'm going to add the records here on JSON format, and yeah, through here I can edit. Yeah, just let's write a number, string name Hamid, contact number, and the address, just let's say Muscat. And we press the trade out. So it is submitted. It is submitted here. You can see in the response body also. So 200. It's a web code actually, like those which are started with a 2. It seems that it has been successfully submitted. And here I can make another one also as a name. I can make another one like Abdullah. Just changing as well. Yeah, another record also is available. That one is deleted, so the next one is here. And now we are going to close the post, and we will check those records also here by pressing the try it out. We can see these two are available. Yeah. So chapter number 6, I believe it is finished. So we are going to the chapter number 7 to make the web application by using the Angular and development tools, by the development tools. Okay, so now we are going to make another file here inside the car business network. Let's make sure it's here in this file. Yeah. And since we want to open a new file, we are going to use the same process that we used before. We open the terminal, and we are going to use the new the Yeoman the Yeoman command, yo hyperledger Ledger Composer, and since we are going to make an application with the web application, we use the Angular code. So Angular and done. Oh, Hyperledger. There is a problem. Yes. Now I believe it's solved. Yeah, again, multiple questions will be asked. For this one, we will say, do you want to connect to a running business network? Yes, of course we want. And we use yes. And here we, for as a project name, as I have written before also, I'm going to use the same thing, Hamid car app. So it will be created here after all the code is run. Describe the project. So let's say it's a Angular project for Hamid car app. Who's the author? It's Hamid Yegane Dost. The email, let's say again example hamid@gmail.com. So this one as a default Apache, and the name admin car admin at car business network. Okay, the next question here is asked, do you want to generate a new REST API or connect to an existing REST API? So we already have the existing, so we don't need a new one. Connect, the second option, connect to an existing REST API. The REST server, it's going to be localhost. We'll just keep it what it is now. Yeah, it's going to be run as a localhost. We already had the localhost on the port of 3000, so let's keep it here as it is what it is. And the next question, should namespace be used in the generated REST API? Yeah, the namespace are used. Yeah. And the questions are finished. We have to wait until the file is going to be created. Yeah, network. Hamid car app, it's created now. And it's trying to run, still it's running some files and directories. So we'll finish until it's finished. We'll wait until it's finished. Okay, now it seems the file has been created. Now what I'm going to do is just to enter inside the file which has been created, cd hamid car app, yeah, and the command nmp is going to be used here. The nmp start just I think I did something wrong. nmp start command n n npm, sorry, yeah, npm start. It will create now the REST server, the ports, and we're going to have another port also. Let's start with 442 something. Yeah, this 3000 is belong to the REST server. Yeah, 4200 also has been created. We're going to wait. Okay, now I believe that the application has been made. So I'm going to find the Chrome Google. As I already mentioned, I have to open the localhost. Let me find it. Copy address. Okay, I think it's a localhost, yeah. Localhost 4200. Enter. Yeah, you can see Hamid Car app. So it's going to run now. It's going to open very soon. My web application has been, yeah, it has been created now. So everything is available. Assets, which I have only two core and parts: participant, owner, dealer, and transactions. Here in owner, if we go, we have seen that the Hamid and Abdullah, the file, and the IDs I have already made on the REST server, and but the other things, like as an asset, we have not made anything like asset or participant and transactions. So we are going to delete the owner, whatever we have. Yeah, transactions. So we can add something also to our blockchain by using the add sample data we have already done in the playground. So we are going to invoke to create the sample data. I think it has been created now. Yeah, like a car, you have Nissan. In owner, Muhammad Al Ijmi, which was already made on the other playground, and dealers and everything. So I believe that I have finished the chapter 7 by using the Angular and the Composer has been used. So we have used all the tools, and I believe that I did this project very well, and it is clear for everyone. And thank you everyone. Thank you Mr. Mohammed Al-Ajmi for this semester, and I'm going to finish the video and the project. Thank you all and everyone.